I don't hear the music, Mel. I thought we played instrumental that we heard, that I will hear. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was a part of, I thought it was a part of the show. I thought it was a part of the show. Okay. All right. I will talk about it later. Okay. Okay, we're going now, right? I don't hear anything over here. Oh, okay. Oh, that timer. Okay. I see it. I see it.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Coffee Talk with Soy, your new morning show where real talk happens every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing in the cafe? Are you ready for some hot and steamy conversation this morning? What you drinking on? What you sipping on? Caramel macchiato, that's my favorite beverage right there. That's how I get my day started. Hot and steamy.
My mother and I had a fantastic relationship.
This is Steven, and I just wanted to share.
You should always be in a place where you're celebrated. Life is too short to stay somewhere and tolerate it.
If you cannot help a person, don't hurt them, especially with women. Always just whole essence is to bring out the best in other people.
Something that touches other people, and that's what your show does. It doesn't. It's not just conversation as you started. It actually has a purpose.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone, and welcome to Coffee Talk with Soy, your new morning show where real talk happens every Saturday at 10 a.m. It's a joyous occasion to be here in the cafe with you today. I'm drinking my favorite morning beverage, and I hope you have yours in hand as well. So, I am sipping on my caramel macchiato with a splash of a little something something this morning because it's getting chilly here in Atlanta. The weather is cloudy, so I needed to bring a little sunshine in my cup, so I added a little color this morning. And I'm also nibbling on a vanilla almond biscotti from Starbucks. I'm so sad that Starbucks has closed. I'm so sad about that. That's one of my favorite places to hang out. You know, I go there and grab my beverage, and I used to be one of those persons sitting in there having meetings, meeting other black entrepreneurs. That's kind of where a lot of the business deals were made in Starbucks. So some of you can attest to that. If you ever sat in Starbucks and had a meeting, sometimes an interview, right? Or just collaborated with like-minded people, Starbucks was the place to do that. So if you have sipped and chatted and had your technical devices queued up with Starbucks's uh, with their Wi-Fi. I'm laughing because it's been a time or two. I've been out of town and different places that needed Wi-Fi, and I had to run to Starbucks to use the Wi-Fi so that I can conduct my affairs. So, um, shout out to those who's made that happen. I'm a fan of Starbucks. I don't care what y'all say. Dunkin' Donuts, whatever. I am a Starbucks fan for life. So come on back, Starbucks. This COVID is shutting a lot of things down, but I definitely miss my Starbucks moments. So I'm going to sit here and sip my beverage and eat my biscotti and think about those days. What are you sipping on, and where are you checking in from? For those of you who are with me on Facebook or Instagram Live, what you sipping on? What are you sipping on? What you sipping on? And where are you? Atlanta, D.C., Chicago. Some of my favorite people live in those places. Got some special people in Florida too. So shout out to the people in Florida who's tuning in. So thank you all for your support. Thank you for your support. Appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you. Couldn't do it without you. It's a special day. It's a special day here in the cafe. So good morning to you all. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's your girl Soy, bringing you stimulating conversation to the Brew Nation. It's always a joyous occasion here in the cafe. Drink on it, think on it. Let's talk now. If soy means I am, therefore you are bold, beautiful, intelligent, confident, amazing, and leaving your insecurities and inabilities to be tested, then rested while you have real talk with soy. Welcome to the cafe where you can always unapologetically be you. Stop stewing and start brewing. It's a new dawning day. It's morning. It's morning. It's morning. I should have had a singing voice. What y'all think? It's morning. Well, this morning I have an amazing woman hanging out with me in the cafe. Let me see if I can tell you a little bit about this amazing woman. So, good morning. Candy Winfield is walking this morning. She just checked in on the Facebook live chat. She's walking. Thank you for walking and listening to me. Candy Winfield is a licensed therapist, and she's one of our supporters here. You've heard me give a shout out to Suddenly Professional Counseling Services. They are located here in the Atlanta area. But guess what? Guess what? Through COVID and through technology, you can now have e-visits online. So check out Suddenly Professional Counseling Services. They are available where you are. So suddenlypc.com is where you can find her. suddenlypc.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Dennis, I see you on IG joining in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you for joining in. Okay, so I was going to tell you about this amazing woman who is hanging out in the cafe with me. And you know what? We need amazing people in we need to have availability to amazing people, right? So you need amazing people at your fingertips, right? You need to be able to call someone, text someone, have a meeting with someone. And when I say amazing, I don't mean that they always agree with you. Amazing means they got your back. They're going to support you. They're going to tell you when you're wrong. They're going to help you get you on the right path. You know, those are amazing people. You know, my mom told me, may she rest in peace, she used to tell me this story about there are three people, right, in our lives. And she would say that she would categorize the people as branches, right? She said that they were leaves, branches, and roots, right? See if I get this right. Yeah, she said there were leaves. She said there are people that come into your lives and they're like leaves. They change colors, right? And during different seasons of your life, you can't find them because just like leaves, they can't handle the harsh weather, right? They fall off, you don't see them. But when the sun is shining and it's the right season, they're there, they're colorful, they're present. You can't shake them. They're there all over the place, right? Red, yellow, green, beautiful leaves, right? Those good time people in your life. And then she said the weather will change. And she said then there are people who are like branches. You know, they can handle a little more weight, you know. They may be around just a little longer. But at some point, there's so much weight put on the relationship that it breaks. Those are the branches. So identify those branches in your lives. But she said that there were some people who were roots, and you don't see them all the time, but they're there, and they're present and they're part of the fiber of who you are, and the decisions that you've made, and the most important things that you've done in your life. And they're not worried about coming around, to say I was there or I saw it or for the kudos or for the great things. They're the people who have instilled things in you, who have spoken to you and spoken into you. And she would call those people roots. So I hope that you have roots in your life, people that kind of, they're the soil, they are nutrients, they're food for your soul, and that you can lean on them when you need them. Well, I said enough to say that this amazing woman in the cafe with me is my auntie Sana Sims, and she is a root for me. So let's welcome her to the cafe. Good morning, Auntie. How are you? How goes it?
Oh my gosh, that was such a wonderful opening. I mean, I loved all of it. And I am amazing this morning for this beautiful cloudy day. I am wonderful.
I am glad you're here. It makes me feel good. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. I've been saying that a lot, and people have been cracking up. I'm like, no, it makes me happy. During this pandemic and being quarantined, I'm trying to focus on myself. I'm trying to get in touch with myself. And yeah, I'm trying to find happy places in my house because I can't go no darn where.
You better make the best of this. This is your time. This
This
is
is
your
my
time.
time. This is my time.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you reminding me. It's my time. It's all about time, right, Auntie? As we are trying to kind of deal with what's new with us, what's working, what's not working. Like who are we really? We're spending a lot of time with ourselves, and just getting to know like who we are.
I think about very often during this time that it's time for rejuvenation. I mean, it's time to slow it down because we're so used to running fast, walking fast, thinking fast, doing fast. Everything is fast and multitasking, so we can get it all done and get it all over so we can start all over again. But I think this time of pestilence uh, where things have been shut down. You mentioned Starbucks today, like one of your favorite places. So now is the time that you can appreciate yourself in your space and figure everything out.
Yeah, people have been sharing on social media different things that they've been doing. Some of the most common things that we've seen people do is to kind of run around and redecorate their houses or spaces in which they live, and try to make them purposeful, right? So all the physical things around us, all the material things around us, changing wall coverings and paintings and buying new furniture and working out in the lawn. But there's also some work to do within us, Auntie, that can help us appreciate and better serve, all this time that we've had with ourselves.
And I think that's probably the very first and most important thing that is necessary in this healing process. That you take the time, this time that you're slowing down, that you've been made to slow down, and that you are accustomed to slowing down on purpose to kind of revisit who you are spiritually, emotionally, physically, looking at all the aspects that make up you that have been given to you for your short time while you're here on earth. And you can't do it all at once. You just can't sit down in one day and say, okay, I'm just going to rediscover myself right now. No, it's an ongoing kind of thing that you have to dedicate yourself to. Just taking
I I have tried to awaken some spaces in within myself. So I, so I guess that's good, right? I tried to awaken some spaces in in my life in myself. I found that I've been working on my patience. Um, I am a very impatient person. People probably wouldn't notice that about me, but I generally hide it with projects. I'm always busy doing something, um, and legitimately so. I've got about three full-time jobs that I do, and I'm always busy doing one or the other. But I am very impatient. So what I do and how I challenge, well, not challenge it, but how I redirect their energy is. I go as far as I can go on one project and what I'm doing, and then there's a period of time that we have to wait. You know, we have to plant seeds. I'm always sowing seeds, though. I'm always sowing seeds, constantly sowing, 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 and then I'll go do something else while that is growing or nurturing or doing whatever it's supposed to be doing. I go and find something else to do. So is that a good tactic?
I love it. I love that's an excellent plan. And now we have to discover that about ourselves. We have to discover that ability. So I remember, as you know, I'm retired. I've been retired for 3 years. As a former principal, I had the multitask hat on at all times, all days and moments of the hour, each day and every day. And now that I've had a chance to all of that is really not necessary at one time. And because you're not good at doing everything at a time. Now, I'm just going to laugh about this yesterday. So I've got all these neat little projects that I'm working on around the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've never, ever in my life put a chair together, right? So over the last 4 months, look, I put a desk together, I put a nightstand together, and I put a couple of chairs together, and they were like pretty good. But yesterday, I said, oh, I got this because first of all, I don't have to call anybody to do it. There's no rush. I'm not doing it because I'm having an affair, an event, or whatever. So I decided that I was going to do this myself. So I got to the last four screws of this project. And I could not for the life of me figure out how to get these screws in so that I could sit in my chair. So I sat with it for a while. I wasn't impatient. I put that aside. Told the impatience, go away, take your time. And then when I just decided that I could not put these screws in this chair, I put the screws in a plastic bag, sitting on top of the chair, and said, you know what? Save it for later. And I was good with that. So that's an example of bringing that patience to life and saying to yourself, what's the hurry? What's the rush? Sow the seed, come back later and get it done at another time.
Mm-hmm. I see. I see. I see. That's a good tactic, and that's a good segue into our little commercial break here. So we're going to come back to being patient and knowing how to sow seeds. So y'all hold on for this commercial ad real quick. Here we go.
Have you heard sponsorships are requested? Coffee Talk with Soy is looking for dynamic entrepreneurs like yourself. If you're motivated, energetic with a message or product, consider advertising with us. It's a win-win. For more information on those advertising and sponsorship packages, visit the website Coffee Talk with Soy or call me at 515-I-GOT-SOY. And again, that's 515-I-GOT-SOY.
All right, so my special guest here was just telling us about, she was chiming in on my energy and my ability to learn how to deal with my impatient self and how we start different projects and then we take a break and kind of go back to it as a way to not get frustrated, as a way to keep ourselves calm. and keep your pressure under control. So, Auntie, how did the chair turn out that you were building?
Well, the chair is gorgeous. The chair is beautiful, and believe it or not, I was tempted to sit in it, and I said, well, because it looks like it's ready to go, right? What I did, I sat in it, but I didn't put all my weight on it. But I quickly got up, enjoyed the fact that I can do this, but I can finish this later. Yeah, and
Well,
that's it.
what else have you discovered about yourself during this time? And for those who are chiming in with us on Facebook and Instagram, share some of your comments. What have you discovered about yourself during this time? What?
Well, I have discovered that I can sit myself down and I do not have to be going every single minute of the day. Um, and no work, no past work involved. I was pretty busy before COVID with the gym and dancing and tennis and being outside and swimming and visiting and having company and going to visit people and traveling and all of those things were my passion and they were all good things. So now that those things have shut down, except for the nature, except for outside, because I can still do that, um, I'm enjoying my castle. I'm enjoying what do I do in each of the rooms of my house? Before, it was like a fly by night. It's like, yeah, they're there,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's there, yeah. I'm very thankful for that. But now I can take my time. And so within my project, I've begun to develop different spaces in the house for different passions. Of course, I have a place where I can just relax and read. So I purposely um, search for and intentionally look for black bookstores so that I can begin developing my historical reading self because I have more time to do that now.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that room. There's no television in the room. It's just books. It's books, and I can turn on music, and I can lay on that couch and try to read different parts of many books, just until I get tired. And then take the time to reflect and connect on what the purposes were for each of those books. And right now, everything is all about us, all about our history, all the things that we did not know before, all the things that continue to go on, that have gone on for 400 years, and how those things, those aspects are being hidden in plain sight. So I'm developing that part, which I appreciate. I have time to go watch movies if I want. I've got a movie spot, and in that spot, I'm looking for I'm looking for African American films. I'm looking for African American strong leads. I'm looking for historical things. I'm looking for more knowledge and more history that once again has been hidden from us for so long. And then I make the connections with what I've read. I've got a place where I can turn on the music and just dance until my heart desires. I can listen to D Nice. I can turn on stepping music. I can do some transcendental meditation music. I can do yoga in that spot. It's time for me to breathe and bring those endorphins to my body that keeps me healthy and not carry the stress that is purposely created for us right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have a spot where I can just gaze out the window and look at nature. Those are my passion spots. Oh, and then I have a craft area where if I want to sew, I can do that. I can design. I can dream. But it's all about how I use my castle that continues to help build me in addition to what I choose to put in my temple, my body. How I um, recreate that, once again, healthy mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah, I think that I definitely have learned to live in my home as well. I have a daughter who was out of the country teaching internationally. So now that this has happened, she's here. So it's I'm here with both of my daughters and my grandson, and we're working from home. She's educating him from home. So I have really
Are you still
enjoyed.
employed?
I have really enjoyed the family aspect of what has happened. We have game night, so we spend a lot of time here. But what I have not enjoyed is that there are no weekends because every day is the same day. Even Sunday is the same day. So I'm finding that I'm getting a little bit claustrophobic, and I'm looking to go somewhere. So outside of that, I'm managing, I'm dealing with it, I'm enjoying my family, but it's like the same stuff every day. Get up, try to work out, try to have some exercise, working, 10, 12 hours a day, and then I find myself going to bed and then doing it all over again. So more time away from the house is what I'm looking for. I definitely miss my vacations, and I miss my friendships that I have developed outside of the home. So I enjoy FaceTiming you all and talking to you all, but it's not the same. And I do miss my friends. I do miss that life I used to have, and still trying to get ready for this new norm, this new norm. I want to remind you all that we are trying to promote Black businesses by showcasing them on my website. So if you would visit Coffee Talk with Soy, there is a business directory there where we're featuring businesses. So if you have a Black business, please inbox me, DM me, text me. Go to the website, visit our contact page, and contact us and let us know what Black business you have, what purpose you serve, and your contact information so we can get you listed. We definitely want to network with our Black-owned businesses and provide resources to you all. Me as well. I'm a Black entrepreneur as well. And I want to share some information, share some knowledge so we can create a stronger platform for our businesses. So again, coffeetalkwithsoy.com is the website. That's where you can find me to reach me, and that's also where you can find the business directory. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. What I want to leave you all with before exiting the show is that, one, resources are available for you if you're having some trouble or struggling with identifying any issues you have, or finding yourself, or dealing with your loved ones, your family, your friends, any stress you may be dealing with. I want to remind you of our sponsor, Suddenly Professional Counseling Services, located in the Atlanta area, owned and operated by Candy Winfield. She's been in practice for over 20 years, y'all, and she deals with areas of abuse, depression, anxiety, family issues, and can also provide marital therapy. So if you want to get right and be healed, think Suddenly. Find them at suddenlypc.com. Suddenlypc.com. Black-owned businesses, visit the website, coffeetalkwithsoy.com. Drop me a note or two about where you are, what business you have, and the services you provide. I want to get you listed. I want to connect with you, okay? I want to connect with you, connect. With that being said, y'all, I want y'all to go in peace. Find time for yourself. I know there's a lot going on out here. Praying for those who have lost loved ones through this crazy violence that's been out there, or through COVID. So praying for you, but reminding us all to be safe, Stay in if you can. If you can't, mask up so that you can be safe. And think about those around you. And we're going to have some upcoming topics more to support Black businesses, talking about finance, wealth. I know there's a lot going on with this Susu thing going on. Black banking has become conversation. So I'm working on bringing some information, resources, and experts to the show to speak to you all about that. So stay tuned. You know where to find me, coffeetalkwithsoy.com, your new morning show. Take care of yourselves and have a great week. See you Saturday.
I just love this show, Coffee Talk with Soy. That is your new morning show where real talk happens every Saturday at 10 a.m. I'd like to thank the listeners and the guests for joining me in the cafe today. What a wonderful time we had. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Don't forget to download the app Coffee Talk with Soy from your app store. It's available on iTunes and Google Play. Stay connected, folks, by visiting the website coffeetalkwithsoy.com, as well as looking for us under your social media sites. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under the name Coffee Talk with Soy. Remember, the size of the problem is never the issue. Remember, it's the size of you. Be great because you are awesome. Tell them Soy said so. Thanks for listening. Have a great week. Bye-bye.